Morning, my loves. How are we? How are we? Now, Saffron, morning. Julie, Victoria, my loves. Sue, Tracy, Michelle, Deborah, Anna. You don't have air conditioning, by the way, just so you know. If you're cold, you've left the window open. Dorothy, Stephen, morning, my love. AJ, BB, Lauren P, Lynn. Oh, hello. Advert, disaster. Get rid of him. Boom. Get rid of that. Oh, how are we all? Are we all well? Lee over there in Arizona. You asked me a question about the Paso doble, the 16. I know you were a bit groggy the other morning, but I'll go over it briefly again at the end. Sean, hello, my love. Maddie, morning, my love. Still going to organise that thing. Sharon, Alan, morning. So, Norma, how are you, my love? Hurt my wrist doing the press-up challenge, but I will keep doing it. Michelle, it's marvellous. You're a bit early. We're not doing press-ups yet. 6 o'clock, but thank you. How are we all? I am well. Katie, hello, my darling. How are you? Valerie, morning, my love. I hope you're all well. Now, yes, Julie Hips Day today. The Rumba won the day on the poll. So let's have a little look at this. Right, let's do that. Hang on, let's see if that does that. Oh yes, here's your question, Lee. Got that. Maxine, shh, don't tell the boss. You're at work. Andrea from Germany. Guten Tag. Hope you're well. There's a question here somewhere. Pascal, bonjour. Wendy, hi, my love. I put it down there. Oh, it's in here somewhere. I can't find it. I'll see if I can remember what it was. Lara, guten Tag as well. So, we get back to that. Right. Maxine, good on you, kid. So, now, Sylvie, bonjour. 2 questions, Victoria. How many spins are there in a rumba? Also, did you see the video I sent you? Yes, I did, and thank you very much, and we'll see if we can't organise that. Someone will let you know. How many spins are there in a rumba? Loads, spin as much as you like. The technical spins that we have things like, there are a difference between turns and spins. I know it's a bit pedantic, but invariably a turn can be progressive. A spin is invariably stationary because you spin on really one foot. So I'm going to give you an example of the spin. This is a great question because it leads into exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to do a thing called the rope spin. Now the rope spin isn't really a spinny bit, the rope spin part, but the bit before it is, and it's called a spiral. Now let me demonstrate that to you. I'm going to do it like this. Boys, you've got the easiest job in the world. Ladies, you've got the tricky bit. Obvs. So you're going to go back, replace, forward, normal basic back step, back, replace, and forward. You go forward towards your man. Boys, you just go forward, replace, and close. That's important. And your hand goes up like this, like that. That's important. So ladies, you go back, hip, replace, and forward. Now the reason you step forward on that foot is because of what you're going to do next. You're going to go like this, spin. That's called a spiral. Now you'll notice when I did that, it was magnificent, thank you. But I didn't move. I remained on the spot and I did it on one foot. And the other foot wrapped round it. I think we've touched on this before, but let's pretend we haven't. I'll do it in this angle here so you can see maybe a bit better. I do this here. My right foot stays where it is and I turn on it. I'm just doing it in bits now, but my left foot loosely stays on the floor with no weight and then just wraps round my standing foot, the foot that I'm turning on. And I end up with this position where the legs are spiraled around each other, a bit like a barber's pole, really, the old-fashioned barber's pole. So you stand on the right foot and I do a turn on it and the other one just comes round me. And if you could do it on balance, we would all be absolutely delighted. So, like this. Now the other tricky bit about it is you do it on the count of 1. Now remember we spoke about rumba timing. There's no there's no movement on one. I know. So one is silent, really. For hip action, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now the only exception to the rule is the spiral, where you stand and whip round on the one. So girls, you go like this. 2, 3, 4, 1. Step 2. Boys, you go 2, 3, 4, 1. That's it. And then she goes under. So you go 2, 3, 4, 1. That's where she goes. She spirals. So that is called the spiral, or a curl. They sometimes call it. The curl consists of 6 steps, but we're just going to take the first part of the curl, which is the spiral bit, because this is the bit we're interested in. Because curl is something else. Another 3 steps go somewhere else. We're not going to do that. We're going to go into the rope spin. Now the rope spin isn't particularly difficult, but it's a lovely little step, and it looks wonderful with the spiral at the front. So girls, you go and you go 2, 3, 4, 1. Gorgeous. Then you step off on the left foot for 2. Boys, you go 2, 3, 4, 1. Good. Just had a bit of a brain fade there. I was trying to remember what the boy did randomly. Now, girls, from there, you do this. You do 6 steps going round your man, starting on your left foot. So it goes like a saw. You do this. You go and. So you'll finish spiral on 1 and step forward on step, 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 step. Let me just do that again. That's a bit random. It's 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Yes, like that. So you do 6 steps. Yeah, sorry, randomly reading stuff. So boys, you're going to go 2, 3, 4, 1. So you go 2, 3, 4, 1 as she spirals. Then you're going to go, she spirals and then walks, and then you're going to go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you're going to do a cycle crotcher, right foot, cycle crotcher, left foot. Comprendez-vous? Ladies, you go. One more time. So boys, it's very simple for you. You just go forward, forward, replace, to the side, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, there's a little bit of debate. When I do these things, I sometimes go, oh, I can see the questions coming. There's a little bit of debate of the right foot. Does it go sideways or does it go backwards to start with? The thing about it is it sort of depends on where your lady is. You might, if you go sideways, you're going to knock into her. But you sort of want to go 2, 3, 4, 1. And as she goes, here, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. So, she's going to be to the side here. And what you do is, after you've done a spiral, you're on your left foot. Just checking I was doing it right. And then you're going to put your hand around the small of her back there, and with the arm up here, and then you do a cycle crotcher or a back step. Probably cycle crotcher would be better. Here, like this, and you lead around you. 2, 3, 4, 1, and then you're ready to go into whatever you want. Really, that's the end of the step. So you can go into anything you have available with that foot. So girls, you go 2, 3, 4, 1, step 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, side, 2, 3, side. So that there is Uwe le rope spin. Now let me just have a little read up. So girls, the fun part about the step is the spiral. I love the spiral. Où est le comprendez-vous? Okay. I shall change that, Sylvie, but thank you very much. The spin is so hard. It is. So it is, but the key to it is to stand on the foot. It's a lovely, I love the spiral, it's beautiful. So girls, you're going to stand onto your right foot. Let's just do a bit of spiral practice. So you go 2, 3, 4, and then you're just going to spiral. 1, like that. So you get ready? You go 2, 3, 4, spiral. I'll do it in this direction, you might be able to see it better. 2, 3, 4, stand on your right foot, and you turn to your left, and you let the other leg wrap round. Now the key to, I always say, now the key to it, of course, it's not the actual key to it, there are lots of keys to it, but one thing to remember is keep your head up. So you go 2, 3, 4, if you look down here, when you start to turn, your head will throw you off your axis, off your centre of balance there, and you'll topple wherever your head takes you. So the key, again, lot of keys here, 2, 3, 4, is to stand long, stand straight, upright, and then just whiz round. Here, keep your head up, step. That's really, really important, actually. Once you can do that, spinning becomes a piece of the old cake, and you'll be a spinning genius. Gillian, marvellous. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Lee, my love. It's 3 o'clock in the morning over there. You can be anything you like in Arizona. It'll be late. You're not late. We're late. You're early. We're doing a rope spin in the rumba, but we're taking it with a spiral beginning. The rope spin part's quite easy. It's just 6 steps for the lady going round behind the man. And ya-di-da. So what we want from the lady first though is a lovely spiral. So we're going to start off with a back step for the lady. So 2, 3, 4, spiral. And she goes off 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Side, replace, and together. So that is Uwe, one of them. Do we whip our head round, or just go with the spiral? Sharon, the spot, which is what you're referring to there, is 2, 3, 4. Now you can do, it's not essential, it does help the balance, it helps you focus on where you want to finish, but because I'm not travelling, it's not so important. But the real important part, and say key again, is that we keep the head up here, and it is important to focus on something. So if you want to, sometimes the whip is a bit too aggressive and it will throw you off balance. But it is true to say that the head and the body don't go around in one bit because you look a bit sort of dead. So the important thing is that you have a little bit of something with the head here because it gives it a bit more life, really. So yes, use the spotting technique, but don't do too much whip. So do it like I did just then, really. So it just goes to here and off. And that'll help you to balance the head on the body and keep it up. Because you need to look forward, look where you're going, not look down. Otherwise, you're going to go towards. You invariably go where you look. That's essentially the thing about ballroom dancing, ballroom and American dancing. Late when I was at school coming in, a bit like Tracy, I was always late at school. Sylvie, I feel I have been thrown in at the deep end. I might have to stick to the 6 p.m. workouts. Sylvie, what are you talking about? It's a piece of cake. You're doing 6 steps in a straight line. The spiral bit, okay, right, is a bit tricky, but the other bits are quite simple. You can do it, Sylvie. Don't you worry about that. The head. Yes, I've got it. Well done, Valerie. Lee, it's Rumba. That's exactly right. So really, oh no, buffering. Oh, don't start. It's a horrible day, isn't it? It's been a horrible week for weather. I hope the buffering isn't too The secret is swiveling on the one foot, I think. You're right. Robert White, how are you, my love? How can the man look good by going not much? Well, the great thing about rumba or Latin American dancing really, you're dancing with a partner and the girls are doing all the sort of spinning and flashy bits. So you can look good just by being a great partner and by filling a great space. What does that mean? By holding a lovely position and leading the lady well. So when she goes under here together, you go round, you go, and to and here. So this is the art to being a good partner really, is leading the lady well, positioning yourself here and ra, di, da, and around she goes, and a 5, 6, 7. That's really important for the lady, that the man is strong, for want of a better word, and holds a good position, and then it looks really nice. It looks really nice. When the man tries to get a bit too sort of wriggly, it can look a bit odd sometimes. You go, no, it's a bit uncomfortable. So I don't think about doing too much really. When I'm doing Latin, what I'm concerned about is what my girl's doing. That's when I'm doing Latin, that's my only thought. There'll be a moment when I'll have to do something sort of gyratory, and I shall enjoy it, I have no doubt. But for the large part, I'm partnering my partner because she's got all the steps. She's spiralling. If she does a lovely spiral here and I'm starting to wriggle around here, I'm probably going to throw her off balance. So girls, there was a question there I was going to come back to. Let me have a quick look. Oh yeah, about the 1 foot. Yes, someone asked a question again about the 1 foot. So spiral as opposed to some sort of a chaîné turn, which is what Craig refers to all the time on Strictly Come Dancing. He's talking about chaîné turns all the time, which is basically a step, close, step. Now that's important to spot. Now talking about spotting, that is there. I have to spot, turn, spot. Because I'm moving off, I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction and I can stay on balance. Otherwise everything starts to spin, especially if I'm doing a sequence of spins. Really important to spot. This is a stationary spin. This is a spin on 1 foot. The whole spin is completed on 1 foot. So I stand on my 1 foot, I turn in this instant to the left, here, and I step forward with the left foot at the end of it. That is the spiral turn, and it comes on the 1 count. So rather than going 2 and 3 and 4, so across the bar of music with a chaîné, this spin here happens on 1 foot on 1 count, head was down for that balance, and walk forward on the left foot on the next count of the music, which is the 2, beat number 2. So that there is Ue Le Spiral. It's a little beauty, I love it. What was I going to say to you? Say something fascinating, I'm sure. Spot turn is another turn that we do. This is what we call a spot turn because it's not a spin. So as I'm doing it over 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and I come back to myself, or come back to my original position. So I don't move. It's not a continuous spin. 1, 2, 3. Now that would just be a continuous turn rather than a spot turn. A spot turn is a turn that comes back, turns on the spot. Here I am where I ended, I am where I began even. This one here, a continuous turn, goes on, it moves away from your original position. The spin, the spiral, here, 1 foot, move off. The chaîné spin, the continuous spin here, is one where you close your feet. Here it's a bit faster than the 3-step turn that we would normally do. This is called a 3-step turn. 1, 2, 3. The chaîné is sort of a fast version of this, the 3-step turn, really. It actually comes from the ballet world, funny enough, the chaîné spin, where the girls are on point and they're going chaîné, chaîné, chaîné right across the room. That's where that comes from, really. So there you have it, really. And then you've got other things like pirouettes and sort of spins and stationary spins. They're just spins. They come under the heading of spins, because then you just spin. Do as many as you want in the amount of time that you've got available to you. What else to tell you? That's it. What we'll do next time is we'll put another variation on the end of it. This is obvious where it comes from. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Daddy, round she goes and in she goes. This is very obvious. It comes straight from the beginning here. I was just trying to give you an idea of what I could take it from, but it's such an easy entry because you're just going in open position. You won't have close hold, you'll have open hold. My left hand, her right hand. I step forward, 2, 3, and then she does the spiral. So, and then the exit. The exit, a sort of ending and entry all at the same time. The exit, the ending of the variation, another variation on the end, we'll add next time, because then that's a whole new variation. So we'll add that together next time. But thank you very much. In the meantime, that is the rope spin with the spiral entry. Why is entry and exit so difficult to say for me? Let's just go with that 16 for Lee. Morning, Lee. We did this the other day. My picture is better. Oh, no, I've lost a load of chat. Oh, I hate losing the chat. He does deserve to. Yes, I think you're right, Deborah. I do deserve to win. Thank you. Now, by appropriate, can you suggest any, please? Valerie, exercises really, balance is essentially posture. Once you get good posture, you have a better chance of being on balance. So really anything that's going to improve your posture and your eye line. Of course, balance has a lot to do with inner ear as well. So there are certain exercises you can do for that, and I'll have a look into that for you if you like, and I'll suggest a few things. But the first thing to start at, really, or start with, is your posture. If your posture is good, and when you're doing things that throw you off balance, you might feel great going into it, feel all perfectly postured here, and as soon as you go to do your spiral, the head just drops slightly, I feel like, oh, I'm out of balance again. So just have a little look at the step that you're doing, or the variation that you're trying to do at that moment in time. The bit before and a bit after might be all right, but the actual step itself might be a bit off balance, a bit off kilter. And then that all, I do it to be honest with you. I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I've been doing over the last few years. I've been dancing quite a lot with Nicole Cutler. Do you remember Nicole Cutler? Gorgeous, brilliant dancer, Latin American dancer, used to do Strictly Come Dancing. Great dancer, great teacher. And so she's my go-to. She's my girl. So I get in the studio with Nicole, and I get Nicole to look at my dancing. I say, Nicole, how am I dancing? So we dance, and she gives me a lesson basically. And she talks about my head a lot, talks about my body a lot, talks about my feet and my legs a lot. Oh my God, she talks about so much. I have so many problems. But my head is a big thing, and it's always been a thing for me as a dancer through my whole career, really, in ballroom dancing and the same in Latin American dancing. So you'll invariably come back to something all the time, and it'll invariably be the same thing, unfortunately, because we are just what we are. So my head is a big thing for me. So Val, you might have a perfect head position, so you haven't got to worry about it, but have a look at that anyway. Let me talk about your body. Thank you very much for showing. You can talk about my body anytime you like. 16. So here we go. Rappel. 1, boys. 2, 3, promenade. Shape up. 4, step backwards. 5, step backwards. 6, step backwards. 7, close your feet. 8. That's for the boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ladies, a pal, 2, walk forward, 3, 4, boys have shaped up here. You'll step forward with your right foot on step 4 between the boys' feet, because the boys on step 4 have stepped across your line because you're going to swap sides. Then you go 5, 6, 7, I'm going to walk round in a circle, 8, you can take this in a straighter line, 8, then you go up 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How's that? Not bad? That is the 16 in Uwe, the Paso doble. Thank you everybody, well done, well done, well done. That was marvellous. Spiral, I love spiral, it's one of my favourite little things. Any more questions? Let's have a look. Yes, Sharon, my teachers always telling me off about my head. You know, I spent the Caribbean told off about my head. Most of what comes out of it, really, has been the problem. Maddie, leave it with me. I know I keep saying this every time I see that. Leave it with me, let's work something out. Thank you all, you're all marvellous. If you can make it at 6 o'clock this evening, I'll see you at 6 o'clock. Excuse me, I'm doing a nasty incident. And we'll do a bit of workout, and maybe we'll carry on a bit longer this evening and do a bit of a stretch as well. It is Friday, isn't it? Is it Friday? Yes, it's Friday. Oh, it's Friday. So we'll carry on a bit longer this evening and do a bit of a stretch. What do you reckon? Much love. Bonjour. Thank you.